Michele, and you know I got soul.
You know I Got Soul here with Chrisette Michele. Just got a chance to hear your new album, Milestones, coming out next week. It's been fun to hear the diversity in your sounds over the past few years. Better was a really contemporary album, lyricist opus. You had the orchestra in there, Steady Gang mixtape, you know, some trendy sounds, trap. Talk about really the sound that defines Chrisette Michele, because it's fun hearing all these diverse sounds you get into.
Sure, I definitely describe myself as a multifaceted artist. I sort of just love to play with music in general. It's sort of my paintbrush, and it's something that I find freedom in, something I feel like I have the audacity, if you will, to do whatever I please with. And so I think bringing it to people is kind of the scarier part, because they don't know what's going to come next. But this particular album has a very girly vibe. It's got a lot of that analog trap sort of bottom tone to it. And then it's lyrically is talking about a lot of what I've experienced over the last 10 years in the industry on a more personal heart level, what I've been through emotionally and how it's felt personally.
When showcasing so many different sides of yourself musically, sometimes fans get frustrated not hearing like the original, you know, your classic sound. Having your own label now, how does that affect being able to flip that switch on and just, you know, give the fans what they're, you know, they're asking for?
Sure. I've definitely had a lot of sounds on each album, but not as many singles on each album. And so a lot of times in a single-driven country where you might put out one single from an album and people buy 1 million singles and, you know, 7 albums, the people don't get to hear all the different sides of the person on that album. So I have the liberty, owning the label, to be able to put out more singles, show a few different sides to myself, and let people know that I'm multifaceted before they get the idea that I'm not.
And then, although production may be similar in its style, how are you able to continue to have like refreshing melodies, and like this, you know, album, you have just these different sounds and cadences that you're using? How do you continue to keep it refreshed?
I mean, inside of me is a wealth of music. It just flows daily. It's just who I am. The same way people's grits change over the years. You get some cheese grits, and you get grits with sugar and butter the next time. It's all grits, right? I just add different ingredients, and I'm brave enough to do that. I think what makes something stagnant is when you're afraid of what people will think, and so you don't decide to or take the chance of having your grits with sugar. Which, by the way, the grits debate, I am a sugar and butter and some cinnamon girl. It's got to taste like porridge. I do not like cheese in my grits.